I just would like to say everything in my readings are always allegedly. So, we don't know these people. We're just doing a spiritual reading. And what comes out is in reference of what the ancestors want us to know. Hello, my All in the Cards family. This is Keziah with All in the Cards, coming to do a new celebrity reading. Now, this celebrity reading, family, I was supposed to do his reading a long time ago. I think I did his chart I know it's been maybe 6-7 months ago. I did his chart around the time, if you're on my Patreon, I did his chart the same time I did Tasha K's and Dr. Dre's reading over there. Because in my book that I do all everybody's stars and even clients, I do their chart in here. And he's on that same page. So it's been a while. I'm just getting around to him. But he is definitely what do you call it? How do you say reckon to something to be I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is he definitely has a lot in his chart, family, okay? Let me double check it again, because I know sorry, fam, I'm trying to see where he was in, Capricorn, in the verdict. And in the Western, I think he is. And in the true sidereal, he's Sagittarius, but he's on the cusp of a Capricorn. Right? Excuse me, family. I'm sorry. I just ate. And anyways, the other thing I wanted to say about Mr. Ray J, right? He and that Capricorn, right? That Capricorn is that duality of things. Everything is relative with him. But it's also, they're the prayer warriors. They can pray themselves out of anything, family. He's that in the Western and in the verdict, but in the true sidereal, he's a Sag in a Capricorn cusp. So as the Sag, he's looked at as the golden child. He needs mercy and understanding, but he's truly a Capricorn. That's why he works hard. That's why he has a lot of things going on around business. He has a lot of business opportunities. He's all about the money, but he also has specific fears. But abundance is there, but he also has that evil and wickedness side to him, okay? He's definitely attached to a lot of things in his chart, family, where if he walked in his divine light, if he did the right thing, he would have mercy and understanding given to him. But it's been and he has a lot in reference of his love life in his chart as well. Definitely a lot in his chart in reference of his love life. The law of attraction is that Pisces energy that he picks up as well. So he could have Capricorn, Pisces, Sagittarius all in his chart. He definitely has a lot of Jupiter energy. So that's why he's, I'm going to just say lucky, right? In reference of his chart. But what I will say also is that where he sits at with Triton energy, he's definitely, it's a lot there in reference of ancient ancestors, reincarnated ancestors, right? But also about harming other people on that realm, the duality of it, right? Murderers and things like that on that realm, family, serial killers and so forth. But also another thing about Ray J I seen in his chart is the people on that realm, family, they don't live a long life. They die young, right? And he just needs to be very careful. January 2025, he needs to be very careful. January 2025 is what I'm seeing for him. Ancestors are saying, if he don't get his mind right and do the right thing, he could have things occur into his life that brings his demise, family. You know what I'm saying? We all have these things in our life, in our will and on our past that we can shift things if we do the greater good. If we put our light out there and we stop doing evil things and wicked things and having addictions and things like that. I'm seeing something around the navel cavity he needs to pay attention to. Like, not doing anything. And maybe if he has like asthma or something like that, you know, he just needs to be very careful of like needing medical assistance in some way about that, or even his, you know, what he takes in through the mouth and so forth. Just be very careful of those type things. You know, I always like to put, I'm not a doctor, but the ancestors come to us and show us things, right? And tell us things in meditation while meditating. There is a lot that's come through in reference of Ray J. It's like, I just keep, that's why I'm doing his reading now, because the ancestors was on me before about him, but it's strong in reference of something bad happening, right? And like I said, ancestors is definitely showing January of 2025, and we praying against that, right? And he needs to be praying against that, and he needs to be doing the right thing, right? To change and shift that energy, because it's, you know, the ancestors is saying he's not doing some right things out here. And sometimes the stars, as I look at him as a celebrity, right, they can show us what to not do, you know, to change what we need to change in our life and so forth, right? So a lot of trauma and drama, right, around him. He's experienced a lot of trauma and drama, but he's caused himself and others a lot of trauma and drama. So with that being said, a lot of karma, you know, in reference of the things that he's done. And let's see what the ancestors want us to know of who he truly is, because we're going to pull some ancestor cards on Mr. Ray J, since we've never done a reading on him before. And it just keeps being on me about him. And then we're going to pull some what we don't know, right? Because he's been in a lot of, like, yeah, change is coming. He's been in a lot of things where it's like, you know, people have said he's attached to some people who aren't here anymore, family, right? In their stories about him being with them. And then he was even with Wendy Williams at one time when she wasn't doing as well, right? I'm like, why is he with her? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things and where he is. And then he also owns like Suge Knight's life story or something like that. I'm not sure why. You know, I don't know. And then he's also known to be, I think, family members with Snoop. I think that's how it goes. Yeah. So I don't know, family. I don't know. But let's go into the cards and see what the ancestors want us to know about Mr. Ray J. All right. Let's go in and see what the ancestors want us to know about Mr. Ray J. Who is he, ancestors? I'm gonna just pull a quick universal laws, right, on him. All right, ancestors, give me the universal laws on Ray J and show us who he truly is, please, ancestors. Mr. Ray J. One card at a time, ancestors. One card at a time for Mr. Ray J. Thank you. Boom. On his shadow self. Ancestors say he needs to do shadow work. He needs healing. He is out of balance. On his soul. First card out. Y'all know this. If y'all been watching my readings for a long time, my Patreon is, you already know what this is. This is his soul. Alright. Ray J. Thank you, ancestors. Yeah. Oof, that was so strong. Also, his ears. Something about his ears. I got confirmation on his inspired action, so I got to pull one more. Ancestors, I can't take. I just need one more on the confirmation of what you're trying to tell me, ancestors, in reference of his inspired actions for Ray J. Thank you, ancestors. The ancestors gave me, gave me a lot on there. Come on, ancestors. One card at a time, please. In reference of Ray J. One card at a time, ancestors. His energy is strong, fam. Let me tell you that. Thank you, ancestors. Yeah. I be getting 3 cards every time. Whew. My God. All right, family. I'm trying not to take as long on his. Come on, ancestors. All right. Yeah. Thank you, ancestors. All right. On the bottom is months. I got 2 timelines in his spread today, family, in reference of some things around Mr. Ray J, right? So if you've been with me for a while, you know I use the universal laws in reference of how I pull cards when I want to know about somebody's soul, right? So the first energy is definitely the duality within him. He needs healing on both sides, the good and the bad, okay? What he has created and what he has destroyed, okay? He definitely needs healing around energy of his living conditions. He's out of balance towards how he's living, family, how he handles his life. And if he doesn't get into balance, like I said, next year is going to be not a great year for him, right? It's a lot of shadow work he needs to do. He needs to repent. He needs to conquer his demons, is what the ancestors just told me. His karma is going to be in reference of trusting and believing, having faith over fear. And maybe it's a lot that he hasn't trusted and believed, you know, or maybe there's a lot that he hasn't put faith into. And his karma is going to come back in reference of that in some shape, form, or fashion. Also greed. Ancestors is saying he hasn't really grasped that you have to have faith within the Most High in reference of some things changing and going in a different direction. It's like as if he has just decided once somebody, you know what this is saying to me? My ancestors is saying once somebody get in power, they no longer trust and believe. They then try to put fear in others as well. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm getting for that. His inspired actions is to, ancestors said, confirmation is to manifest whatever he likes, and his inspired actions is also in reference of making people feel like he's loyal, right? But also has envy and pride on this rim as well. And ancestors say yes, he's definitely envious of some, and his pride is very high. But he does manifest a lot of things. So he could be, this is also the card about law of attraction, although it's not in that realm of things, but that's what he does. He speaks things into existence, family. And the ancestors is saying yes, right? Confirmation that he does do those things. And a lot of what he has in reference of his inspired actions come off of his loyalty. He's very loyal to some of the elite. He's very loyal to some that aren't that great of people, right? And in him speaking things into existence, that's a confirmation on that. That's the things that he's attracted in his life, which comes down to his finances, right? The things that he's endured is his finances and cleaning things up and having protection over himself and his finances and all kinds of things. He's endured maybe even having an up and down in reference of his money. He's endured cleaning some things up as well for others as well as himself. But he's also endured some things where the ancestors is like it ain't nothing but the protection that we wrapped around him to keep him out of some things, as well as the protection that he's had on him in certain situations. So like physical protection as well as spiritual protection, okay? And that's also the law of attraction. So he has attracted protection by, like I said, putting that energy out there, but he's also attracted things around his finances and cleaning up things for his finances. He's attracted money to clean up certain finances and so forth, even around his businesses and so forth, okay? I don't know why I'm hearing. I am not going to say that because this might go on YouTube. This is in the law of perpetual energy, which is about changes, and it's been a lot of choices he's had around the changes in his life. The changes in his life of that perpetual energy has a lot to do with your external vibrations. It also has a lot to do around the lies and deceit, right? Which is what the Answers is saying. It's time for him to make some decisions, okay? He has a lot of choices, but he also needs to keep his mouth shut, and he keeps a lot of secrets, right? And the Answers is saying this right here, but in the next few weeks, we could see some things going on with Mr. Ray J. In the next few weeks, the next week, today is the 6th of October, so this could be within the next few weeks. See, I have choices and close your mouth, and then I have weeks. And this is on the law of perpetual energy. So this is about change. This is about his external vibration, something he could have been lying about or somebody lying to him. There's definitely some deception within these choices that he has to make a decision about, and in the next few weeks, and he could be holding it to himself, keeping secrets about it, family. I don't know, okay? But that's what's coming out. In reference of the compensation, the law of compensation is the divine time and energy, okay? So this is all about him actually trying to create some things, like him having to understand that, you know, everything happens in divine time, and timing is an illusion. What's supposed to happen, when it's supposed to happen, is when it's supposed to happen, even when it is love, right? He tries to make, I guess, his wife, because he's still married, right, still tries to make something of that, right? When the Answers is saying it's all happening in divine timing. And I'm also feeling like that's about his finances too, where he had, you know, the finances is about what he's endured. This is not a good card in reference of finance situation. It's like as if he's endured some problems around finances, because the Answers is on this card says time to check the coins, boo, slow down, you're spending too much, issues with investing and saving. Okay, and then in the law of compensation, he has the divine timing, right? So it's like as if some money he's rushing, and on the bottom of the deck it says months. So this may happen next month, the next few months, or the next month, or the next few months would be back into that January 2025 that I told you about. There's something that's going to happen then, family. Not sure. I'm feeling there's some things that could happen around his health. But he needs to be very careful, because the Answers has already gave me in reference of his shadow self is his healing. He could have something already medically going on with him as well as mentally, and not telling people that he is having some type of issues, because there's therapy that's here. He could be going to therapy and not telling anyone, hiding and concealing what's going on with him mentally. And that could also be reflected within the next few weeks or 2 months. Okay, he could be drinking, smoking, doing a lot of things that's contributing to his health, and that will cause his demise as well if he doesn't get it together. So hopefully that's not the situation, because the Answers to say his cause and effect, his karma is him trusting and believing in the Most High, and changing things and doing things and making things happen. Right? Not him or whoever he's with. All right, let's pull some truth in words, right? Let's pull some truth in words and see what it is that we don't know about Mr. Ray J, or what's to come for Mr. Ray J. Let's see what we don't know and what's to come for Mr. Ray J. All right, so let's ask. I want to ask 2 questions in reference to AJ, okay? Ray J. I don't know why I'm saying AJ. Who's AJ? Let's see what it is that we don't know of what's to come for Ray J. I want to start with my prime question first, okay? And if we can get to the second question before it gets too long, then we'll go there, okay? What is to come for Mr. Ray J? What is to come for Ray J? What can you tell us about Ray J and what's to come for him in the near future? Answers to speak through the cards and show me what's to come for Ray J. I'm just slide the Answers to cards out the way, family. What's to come for Ray J? Ancestors. What is to come for Ray J? Ancestors. What is to come for Ray J? What is to come for Ray J? Hustler. My God. What's to come was the question, okay? Okay, so on the top of the spread is jealous. What's to come is somebody being jealous, family, or him being jealous, okay, of someone. Next, beside jealous, I have son. All right, so there's someone's son. He could be the son. I have serial killer, okay, beside the son. Underneath a jealous family, I have a goodbye. Somebody saying goodbye. This is normally my card of somebody saying goodbye, no longer being on the planet. I have the Ankh, which is the key of life, family. And then I have the runaway, okay? Somebody trying to get away, run away. And the runaway is underneath of the serial killer, family, okay? So somebody trying to get away from a serial killer or someone who has killed before. Someone has did this multiple times over. This person is someone's son, connected to the higher ups, or connected to having the key of life, or being able to pretty much get themselves, you know, find their path that has lost their paths, okay? This son, or whoever this son is, that could be connected to a serial killer, or this son could be the serial killer, okay? This person is trying to find their way, okay? They lost their way. This person could have been dealing with some type of jealousy that created their demise, all right? But I asked what's to come for Ray J, and that's what I have. On the bottom is a hustler. I don't know if he's dealing with the hustler or he is the hustler, but let's clarify this spread in reference of what's to come for Mr. Ray J. This doesn't look good, family. What's to come for Ray J? Clarity on the cards of what's to come for Ray J. Ancestors, speak and clarify the spread that's here of what's to come for Ray J. What are you trying to show us in the cards that are already here? Clarity on Ray J. 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 Drowned. That just means oxygen cut off, or you could actually drown, okay? Okay, so the jealous is alive, is on it. Someone alive and aware. He could be aware of somebody being jealous of him at this time, is what the ancestors is trying to say. I have son and I have soul. So somebody's son on his soul, or this is his higher self, okay? And him being the son, all right? The serial killer, I have a trickster here. This is the magician in reverse. Somebody who is a trickster, right? Somebody who tricks him or could trick him into something, and it winds up causing his demise, or this could be him. Somebody knows about this. They know it came out on the goodbye. So somebody knows, or they know about. So if somebody knows about this demise, then that's something that's planned, okay? Somebody lost their way, like I said, and lost came out on the Ankh. Somebody who lost their way. And this is my, you just lost one. So it's about a loss, okay? Somebody lost their way and they lost in life, okay? They didn't win, okay? Came out on the Ankh. And then they get their key to life, which is definitely like their wings, right? With the ancestors. The runaway is scared, okay? So whoever is running away, or whatever runs away, whatever this runaway is about, is scared or afraid, is what I'm seeing there. Yeah, this doesn't look great. What else can you tell me about this spread in reference of Ray J and what's to come for him, ancestors? And then I'll ask the next question. What else can you tell me that you want us to know that we don't know? about Ray J and what's to come? What is it that we don't know that we need to know about Ray J and what's to come? Contracts. These are my deadly contracts, okay? This is a divorce also, so he could be getting a divorce. But this is also about blood contracts, deadly contracts, contracts about you signing your life away. So this could be either coming for him in reference of a divorce or him signing new contracts. And I still got hustler. So we know that he is doing some hustling. He's hustling, he's hustler, he's a hustler. What else do you want us to know, ancestors, about what's to come for Ray J? So we did get something in reference of a divorce or signing another contract. What else is to come for Mr. Ray J? Power. Definitely, yeah. He's blood. Remember I told y'all blood contracts? To get power, he signed the oath. Okay, and you see these contracts is the same color as the oath. Blood contracts. What else do you want us to know, ancestor? Take it from the top. What else? Trust. Yeah, with somebody that he trusts in power. Could take him out. A king of swords. I'm sorry, a king of wands. What's with the body? Affiliated. He could be affiliate. Okay, some contracts, power, trust, a body, affiliated. That's all I'm gonna take from this one. I'm gonna pull some from these, the whispers of the unknown family, and see what it is that we need to know, okay? In reference of what's to come for Ray J. Why is this here about contracts for Ray J? What's to come for Ray J? Well, he's being watched, definitely. Surveillance is here. Either he's being watched or he's watching someone. And I'm seeing that he's being watched on the outside. So somebody from the outside is watching him. Or inside, because this card came in reverse, but my deck was in reverse. Clarity in reference of this body. Why is this body here for Ray J? Paper trail. There's some type of paper trail. And then I have corruption, a corrupted media source in reverse, being revealed. Wait, is my deck? No, that was just... Oh, my cards are kind of like flipped all which ways, family. Okay, so I'm going to keep shuffling then. It is okay. However they may come is how the ancestors want me to see it. Yeah, he got some legal proceedings. And I feel like that's those contracts. Or that's the divorce that's coming. Backstabber being revealed. What else do we need to know about Mr. Ray J? Yeah, blackmailed and paid off. And I have family lineage here about Mr. Ray J and what's to come. So there could be some type of blackmail or paying somebody off in the family bloodline or something of that sort. Maybe even about his, family, or maybe that's happened with his family already. I have biological, chemistry, scientific, and then I have private property, and now I have outside, out in the open. So he could be doing something with some type of property. Not sure what that means. He got a lot going on, family. There is no telling with him. Right? What else do you want us to know about what's to come for Mr. Ray J? What's to come for Mr. Ray J? What is to come? Okay, so something about vacation and abroad in reverse. So maybe not going on vacation and be feeling trapped. Maybe because of something that he's doing, or maybe even getting locked up. Hopefully not, but I do have inside and death. Whew. He better be very careful, because on the bottom of the deck I got high vibes and death. And I'm asking what's to come. And the ancestors is saying something. This right here kind of goes back to what I told you guys about him, and how the ancestors was tugging on me about him, and about him doing drugs and alcohol or something like that, and high vibes, and him being high and even drinking or whatever, him taking something that can cause his demise. He better be very, very careful. Because the ancestors is definitely showing me this multiple times. And high vibes is like somebody high on something, right? Okay, so like I said, hopefully, you know, pray that we don't want nothing to happen to anyone, and everything here that I've been speaking of so far has been all allegedly in the name of the Most High, and our ancestors take it up with them. That's where these messages come from. And look at what's on the bottom of the deck, medicine. I told you guys, it's something he's going to take or something like that. I don't know if he's on medicine or something like that, but he needs to be very careful of something that he may be given. Okay? Something he may be given. I don't know. I just give you the messages that the ancestors just say. I hope not, you know. We don't wish nothing bad on nobody. But we have to deliver the messages and what the ancestors are saying. And hopefully, you know, maybe he might run across it and he'll get himself together. Change the way he going about doing things, and hopefully not towards any drugs or even medication. You don't even have to be, because the ancestors said medicine. It could be something like that. But I had high vibes and death when I asked what's to come. Okay, ancestors, we want to know, did Ray J have anything to do in reference of anybody in Hollywood's, okay, downfall? Because that's what everybody asked me to ask. So I got to ask, did he have anything to do with anybody's in Hollywood's downfall? We already know his connection to the Kardashians, but did he have anything to do, ancestors, with anybody's downfall in Hollywood, Mr. Ray J? Show us through the cards. Did Ray J have anything to do with anybody's downfall in Hollywood? That's what they want to know, ancestors. Speak through the cards and show them. Through the cards, through the divination of the cards, an oath. When you make an oath, oh God. The words of the truth be too much sometimes, family. I'm not even gonna clarify this. I'm just gonna show y'all and let y'all determine from there, since this was a question that somebody asked me when doing this a while ago, because I haven't written it in my book, the questions that came with this reading. But you're seeing the oath on the bottom of the deck when it says, did he have anything to do with anyone downfall in the Hollywood? I'm going to just show y'all the spread. Serpent. This is living double lives. This is somebody being a two-headed snake. Respect. Somebody getting respect, or somebody being respected, or him respecting someone and someone respecting him. Body. This is somebody's body, dead or alive. Buried. This is something hidden or actually physically buried. Payback. Debt. This is something about somebody being paid back, or there's a debt owed. Okay. Triggered. This is about somebody's feelings being triggered, or something being triggered, either you triggering someone or someone triggering you, okay? And then I have oath on the bottom of the deck. But in the spread, this is the way it looks, family. A serpent has buried something, or something is definitely hidden about this serpent, okay? This serpent is not showing something, hiding something, or there's something hidden about this serpent in the spread. The respect comes in reference of somebody paying back something, or some debt owed. There's some type of respect because there was a payback and there was a debt owed. So there was some form of respect that was given, or someone to him. The body and the trigger came like this. So there's someone or something that happened to someone's body in reference of someone being triggered. And what could have triggered it, as it has come in the spread, was like this: the buried, the payback, and the triggered. The serpent, the respect, and the body. Some type of respect with this person because of someone's body. And this person is a serpent. This is how it came. And there was an oath taken. Clarity on this spread, family. I'll see. Clarity on this spread, ancestors, of what you're trying to tell us. Did Ray J have anything to do with anyone in Hollywood downfall, ancestors? Clarity on this spread. Clarity on Ray J having anything to do with anyone in Hollywood's downfall. Clarity on this spread, ancestors. Thank you. Oh, still there. Wow. Wow. time. In due time, this serpent was to show or to do some things. There was something around time with this serpent. The time is also connected to somebody having an ego. Somebody was living out of their ego in reference of getting respect, okay? The body and bloodline. There's something connected to the body in some form of bloodline, okay? Maybe even connected to his bloodline or connected to someone's bloodline, is what ancestors is saying. It's all hidden based off of the powers that be. There's some things that are buried due to the powers that be. That is definitely someone that, or something that's connected to the powers that be, that he's hidden or buried. This was all communication based off of something being paid back. There was some form of communication or a debt paid based off of this communication, or this being communicated to him, or him communicating it to someone. There is definitely a trigger. The trigger was earthly possessions, family. What triggered him to do these things in reference of Hollywood, this is the last card in the spread, is the Four of Coins. Him holding on to his earthly possessions, materialistic things, things that, clothes, cars, money, shows, everything. I'm hearing hoes, okay? Which triggered him to do this because of clothes, earthly possessions. It's definitely in the bloodline. Definitely ego and respect thing. Definitely felt that he owed, or he had to pay back someone. That could have been because of those contracts we seen earlier. And I definitely got that the serpent did all of this over a certain period of time. It was also a timeline for this serpent that he is. All right. So that was the one question. No, I asked two questions in reference of Mr. Ray J. I don't want it to go too long. So that is the end of this reading, family. We, everything here is allegedly. We just asked in reference to what the Most High and the ancestors want us to know in reference to Mr. AJ and Ray J. I don't know why I keep saying AJ. Who is AJ? But anyways, this is his reading, family. As I stated, everything here is allegedly, all allegedly, non-factual, in my opinion, entertainment purposes only. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Gratitude for the sunshine. Gratitude for the moonlight. Every day feels like a new life.